like 100 grand when I pull up. And all the pretty ladies wanna push up on me. Nah, nah, nah. I'ma pipe it up, I'm a hot one. Yeah, shorty caught my eye, riding shotgun. I'ma shoot my shot, need her on my team. I see you see me. Baby, what it's gonna be? In this place, you're blazing. And ooh, you're so amazing. She drop it down low, then she wind it up. Tick tock, go to clock, ain't no timing us. She's so hot, 500 degrees. Oh, she a hot one. All this drip on me, I need a hot one to match my fly. I need a hot one. We gon' pipe it up, keep it piping hot till the end of the night. You a hot one, let's chill for a hot one. Then we gon' turn it up, this a hot one. I'm so lit, little baby, let me light your fire. I need a hot
Share.
I need a hot one.
Share this live.
Your whole team's full of hot ones. Ooh, I need a hot one. Hey girl, you a hot one. My whole team's full of hot ones. Trippin', call me bossy. I ain't trip off what it's costing. Turn me on, don't turn me off. We both vibing, we both bosses. When it's time to put in work, ain't no clocking us. Tick tock while you watch, ain't no stopping us. She's so hot, 500 degrees. Oh, she a hot one. All this drip on me, I need a hot one to match my fly. I need a hot one. Pipe it up, keep it piping hot till the end of the night. You a hot one, let's chill for a hot one. Then we gon' turn it up, this a hot one. I'm so lit, little baby, let me light your fire. I need a hot one. You know LA got them hot ones, and the A got them hot ones. In Miami got them hot ones. The H got them hot ones.
Hello. Gonna bring
what's
some
up?
more people in.
Okay.
And then whilst your track's playing. Oh, can I play Mobster?
Hey,
Can I play, is that alright?
what'd you say?
Can I play Mobster?
Yeah, play Mobster.
I like that song. Let this one finish. Bring some more people in and stuff. I'm just sharing on my other phone, so I won't be
Okay,
long.
it's all good. I'm here rocking with you. It's good.
Alright,
We rocking.
cool. Alright, we'll play one more track whilst people are joining. It's my favourite one, my other favourite one.
Oh, you like that one? Okay.
Yeah. It's like a Spanishy feel, but it's like
Yeah, definitely.
pop, Spanishy, you know, crazy. I'm just gonna share some groups and everything.
Okay, I'm doing the same right now. I'm sharing it in groups.
Yeah. Oh, my bad. Alright, people joining now. Isn't you like speaking that language? It's Spanish, right?
Yeah. Yeah.
So cool.
So my wife is Panamanian. She helped me write that one.
Yeah, I like it. Hot One as well. It's a good track. But yeah, I love your music.
Thank you.
You pronounce it so well as well.
Hey.
It's like very fluent off the tongue. Like,
okay.
Like when I speak another language, I'm like, Da. Like I sound like that. Yeah, I just not good at it.
I had a little practice.
Yeah. All right, cool. Right, we'll get this
Yeah,
show started.
yeah.
Yeah. So I'll just do a little introduction. Hey guys. So my name is SME Mimsy UK. I am currently having the pleasure of doing an interview with Jay Luck. Do you want to introduce yourself and also let them know your social medias and everything where they can find you?
Awesome. Yes, my name is Jay Luck. I go by Singing Folks Jay Luck on Instagram. That's SINGINFOLKSJAYLUCK. And that's the best way to reach me.
Cool. Okay, so we're gonna go through some questions that I've prepared after I've done a little bit of
Hmm.
research on you as well. So,
Awesome.
so something that interested me is in your biography, you wrote about the Young Men with Soul group that you started when you
Mm,
were in your teenage years, your young teenagers and
yeah,
stuff. So,
yeah.
what happened to that group, and what made you go solo?
Well, the group, we were a five-part harmony. I was the youngest member of the group. We started in high school. They were all seniors, and I was a freshman. And we just kind of grew apart. You know, everybody went to college.
Mm,
Some people decided they didn't want to sing anymore. And this is like, it's in me. So it's not on
yeah.
me. So I had to keep going. So that's why I kept going solo.
Okay. So would you think about rejoining the group if they came back out and was like, let's, like how 112 have done, and
Yeah,
B2K, is it B2K or B2X? B2K.
B2K.
Um
Yeah.
B2K. I don't know, man. They're old school because they were like, oh yeah, we're gonna rejoin and stuff. Then I think because the corona happened, they postponed it,
Yeah.
and there was a lot of
Yeah.
arguments between them and stuff. But like, would you
Mhm.
think about rejoining a group?
Um, Not at the moment. And I don't think the other guys are in that mindset either. But
Hmm.
I love my boys. You know, we rocking still, but they ain't on the music hype. They definitely not
No.
on that hype right
Oh,
now.
that's
Nah.
a shame. That's a shame. So, can we find YMS anywhere? Like, are you platformed anywhere?
No, this was before we even started recording. Like this was just like
Mm,
us, doo-wop songs. We would sing a bunch of doo-wop songs and Boys to Men songs and
yeah.
it was kind of like my beginning stages of me, believing in myself and that I could actually sing.
That's a lot when you're a young teenager and stuff as well. So it takes a lot to believe in yourself at that age. But it's good that like did you guys, because I know that in your bio you write about that you've had that you started off in a church.
Hmm.
So what was that where you met them, or was that something that that your mum put you into or something like that?
Oh yeah, yeah. I come from a long line of church goers. So we've been, my mom's a pastor, father's a pastor,
Oh wow.
and yeah, so yeah, music. They're both musically inclined, and I just was blessed to be able to get those gifts from them.
Yeah,
And
definitely.
yeah, yes, yes. So church was definitely helped me understand that I did have that gift,
Mm,
and yeah.
okay. So you became a solo artist at the age of 21 years old. What was the most challenging part of you doing this? What was the most biggest challenge of you becoming a solo artist?
Uh, I would say just building it's been challenging. It's still challenging. Building the right team, I think, is the most challenging part. Getting people on to be on the same page, not just in the same book.
Mm,
It's good to be on in the same book, but to be on the same page is what takes people further. So
Mm.
I'd say, yeah, the team thing is what's been the most challenging part.
What do you look for, and like when you create a team, what is it that what's the three things that you mostly look for? Like as you said about being on the
Um,
same page, what are you reading from
right.
that page?
Well, the main thing is God first. You know, with God first, I think that we can do anything, and all things will be added to us. So if people put God first, they'll have the character, they'll have great character, have integrity,
Hmm.
and and just be a team player.
Hmm. Okay. And what's like the other two things? So you got God first, being third thing. So you got team play.
Integrity, integrity, yeah, a hard worker,
Hmm.
and just down to earth.
It takes a lot for that as well, believe it or not. Oh,
Yeah.
intervention there. And how did
Yeah.
your music journey start? So you said you started off in a church in your bio. So
Hmm.
what was it kind of what like I know that you come from a kind of a music background and your parents being musically, but what made you say I want to start this as a journey and pursue it as a journey in my life?
Well, while I was in the group YMS, one of my friends that was the bass singer, his name is David Dean. Shout out to David Dean. Um, Showed me a song that he wrote, and we started to sing that song as a group, and that song inspired me to start writing. Because at that moment, at that time, I wasn't writing any songs. And then I started to notice that I could put some words together. And that's kind of like what did it, there.
Mm.
When I saw that I could put words together and actually write songs,
How old were you?
I was 15.
Okay. Okay.
Mhm.
So 15 to 21, was that when you were in the group, or was that just like when you were kind of was establishing yourself as a person, then you decided to go solo?
Well, the group probably disbanded when we were around 18. So right after high school, we're pretty much done. You know what I mean? But
Mm.
and everybody went their own direction. And I say between the ages of 18 and 21, I started to really write more songs. I was around more artists who were had that same passion, who shared the same passions, and you know, just grew from there.
Yeah. So what's like when you're writing or crafting, like what inspires you the most? So like Hot One, for example, what was your thought process behind that?
Huh. So well, the inception of that whole song story is awesome because as you know, I believe in God highly. So I prayed about that song. Like I actually sat down and I asked God, I was like, I'm tired of, working. You know what I mean?
Yeah.
I was like, I need a hit, man. And so I started praying. I was like, I need a high one. I need a high one. So the inception of that song was just me, repeatedly saying it, and that, it manifested itself like that. I need a
Mm.
hot one, and I wrote it for a younger guy, and the deal kind of went south. So, God was telling me, hey, just
It's
do
for
it
you.
yourself.
Yeah.
Yeah, it's
So
meant
it's
for me.
so that track was like was initially for somebody else, but
Right.
God kind of like said, no, this is your blessing right now.
Yeah.
So it's amazing how because like not
Right.
everybody believes in the process of how it
Not a
goes.
good time. Yeah.
Oops. So this is another question. How do you
Yeah.
balance being a family man with your
Mm.
music career?
Oh yeah, that's it. See, so I just had my child come in and interrupt my, but yeah, so
You're
it's
like,
it's
no.
challenging.
Yeah.
It's challenging, but I like me and my boy was just talking when you were in obedience to God, everything lines up the way it's supposed to. You know what I
Hmm.
mean? So I feel like the more obedient I am, the easier it is to be a father and be an artist at the same time.
Hmm.
When I was in the world doing my thing on my own, it was harder to do that. It was like I was actually juggling things. Now everything's just cohesive and it's just gelled together and it's moving like a perfectly oiled machine.
Yeah. So it was a process to start with, but you didn't give up. So,
Big process. Yeah, it's definitely a
mm,
process.
because I know that's a lot of artists struggle with that consistency and trying to balance like
Yeah,
family life and trying to balance the artistry and the demands of the industry as well, because you've
that's
always got
right.
to
That's right.
be keep being present and stuff. So
That's right.
I can see, like, if you were to advise the younger generation or like new artists that are trying to process this whole journey to start to get them to start and be what do you call it, like, to keep being consistent, what would you advise them?
Well, yeah, like you said, consistency is key. I
Mm,
would tell them definitely to put God first, and all the foolishness, put that down for a little bit and focus on yourself. Healing is a must. That's something that makes us fail because we got stuff that's holding us back. So definitely
mm,
healing and just learning your craft, learning it to where it's second nature.
mm. Sorry, I just had to, I've got a bit of a dry throat. But
Yeah.
so with like the healing process, do you believe in artists setting their, like, when they're talking through their music, is to put their emotions into it and talk about their journey
Yeah,
because it can inspire people, so do you believe in
exactly.
that process? What would
I
you
definitely believe in that.
hmm, what would you advise
Yeah.
like the new artists to who are learning to write their own music and stuff like that? What three skills or three key areas would you advise them to kind of help them develop into perfection as such for a track?
Well, they would definitely have to learn, you know, they'll have dope grammar, English. I would say metaphors, similes, you know, definitely have a good way to put it together. Like when we learned in school, like we used to do the spider graph, like put the circle and put the subject in the
Mm,
middle and sprout off from that. So I
mm,
kind of do that in my mind now because that's how I learned it. So I would take my subject and sprout off and add like little metaphors or that would work with this one subject and
mm,
phrases. So I would definitely say, you know, have some kind of process where you have your subject, your theme, and you branch off ideas around the theme and then pick and put it together like that. Yeah.
yeah, that's a good idea. Because like that's the old school way, you know.
It's the old school way, but the old school way is the best way. It's always
Yeah,
the best way.
exactly, exactly. So I know that you've got a few businesses, including a clothing line. What
Hmm.
would you say was the most challenging part, trying to keep your emotions in control, not getting too overwhelmed? Why? So you've got your family and you've got your businesses and you're an artist. What's the most? How do you balance all of that?
Well, I have an amazing wife, so and business partner. Her name is Starlight. Shout out to Starlight. She is my rock. She helps me with everything. He that findeth a wife findeth a good thing and obtaineth favor for the Lord. So I feel like that is how, I balance everything without her. The clothing line is doing well. This is actually something from the recent from the clothing line that we got right here. So
That's
y'all check this
cool.
out. Yeah, Ill Villa Clothing Co.
Where can
It's a
they
joke
find your
too.
clothing line?
Ill Villa Clothing on IG, and you can go to the website at www.illvillaclothingco.com.
Okay. What's your
Yeah.
inspiration behind the clothing line?
So that's a long story, but so I'm gonna make it short. But so I had another clothing line, right? When I first started thinking about doing this stuff, it was called Dope Boy Trap Gear, and so the Ill Villa, I was going through a process of healing, and still I think it's a lifetime journey. But
Mm,
during this time of the process, I was like, I needed to change this because I don't want to represent this anymore. So how can I say this even though and still it means something else? So I took dope and I took the word ill, and because it's kind of like dope is an 80s word for cool or tight, so it's
Mm.
ill, right? And then villa is a house. So, like I said, I was saying dope trap house. So I was just, kind of play with the words, and ill villa came up. And
Okay.
and then the symbol actually means the two palm trees stand for peace and serenity, and that's what the crossing arrows mean. And then the
Yeah.
palm trees mean peace. Yeah.
Okay. That's good. So did you
Yeah.
design your own logo, or have you got a team that helped you?
No, I designed my own logo. I designed most of the graphics too.
Okay, so you're quite self-sufficient as an artist then. Do you like, so is your team basically built around you and your family and stuff like that? So they're basically, so you said your wife is your business partner. Is she also your
hmm
manager and stuff? So do you have like management?
She does manage a lot of things because we have a couple of businesses. We have a salon,
Oh
and
wow.
she helps manage that. So I cut hair also, and she does hair. And she manages the appointments. She lets me know. We got a calendar that we keep up with. So
Oh.
yeah, she definitely manages a lot of things. Yeah.
Well, it's women for you, isn't it? So,
Hey, right, a good one.
you sound like you got a solid one there. So definitely
Yeah, yeah,
make sure you keep treating her right and stuff. So she sounds like she's on
that's
the
right.
ball. Um,
That's right.
what resources and tools do you use to keep projecting your artistry into the universe?
You said, what resources and tools do I use to keep projecting my artistry into the universe?
Yeah, so so like Hot One, it's one of
Right.
those sounds that grabs your ears, it
hmm
grabs you and stuff like that. So what do you use? Like, do you use, have you got a certain melody that you go for, or is it like you,
So what I do is free game, y'all. I'm about to give y'all. So what I do is, and I learned this from my cousin Action. Shout out Action Jackson. Is to take a phrase, right? Take a hot phrase, like something that's hot, like hot one, right? That's a hot one, right?
mm,
And you take that phrase and you just play with it, as many ways as it can go, So like, um, a hot one could be a hot minute, like, a hot
yeah,
minute or a hot song. This is something that's hot, or I am hot, you know what I mean? So it's just playing with the words,
yeah.
that's how I do it. I play with words, and that's how I could keep it
Just gonna
lit
get
with the universe.
there was a quote in your bio that I was really interested in. So you said you
Yeah.
consider yourself a non-genre artist. Give me the beat and let it
Right.
speak to me, and I'll write what it says.
Right.
What's your
Right.
what's your thought process behind that? What does that mean?
So, like, we're all born into this world with, our parent, she's nursing us in our womb, and we hear that heartbeat, throughout the whole 9 months. So we come into the world into music because the beat, it's in us. So
Hmm.
to put someone in a box and say, this is what you can do. Can you
Sorry,
hear me?
there's yeah, no, my Wi-Fi just dropped, but I just had to change it to my cellular device, so that's fine. Keep going, sorry.
Okay. So yeah, so basically I'm saying that I came into the world with the beat in my heart, and it's just in me. So don't put me in a box. You know what I mean? If I want to make a country song, I'm gonna make a country song. You know what I mean? If
Mm,
I'm inspired by something, if I want to make a rock song, I'm gonna make a rock song. You know what I mean? So
yeah.
that's all I meant by it. I'm gonna let the beat speak.
But that's really interesting the way you've put that out there because it's true. You were born into a beat, a heartbeat.
Mm,
I've never thought of
mm-hmm,
it like that. That's really interesting. So
mm.
that's gonna make people think now. So yeah, but
I hope so.
yeah, definitely. I've never thought of it like that. That's really interesting. I've
Mm,
really that's gonna stick in my head now, like the reason behind it and stuff.
yeah,
So Hot One is actually your most recent track, isn't it? So I think it was released,
that's
is
it.
it June or July?
That's right,
And it's a radio hit. So
June.
what's next for J Luck?
So right now, September 25th, I think is the date. I'm releasing a song. It's called Black is Gold. And it's just a song about the times we're living in right now,
Mm.
and about, mental health and
Important.
love for self-love.
Mm.
So yeah, that's what that song's about.
I'm looking forward to that because I think that's
Yeah,
something that's, a lot of
it's
people
needed
hide
right
from.
now.
Yeah, definitely.
Yeah.
So has the pandemic slowed you down as a business, as well as an artist?
It slowed everybody down, but I think that this is the time to revisit things and reflect and
Mm.
and come anew. You know what I mean? So for those who are able, you know, and are blessed in this time, it's time to, come anew,
Mm.
invest in yourself and do whatever you can to make your brand or whatever you're doing stand out, you know.
Mm. Yeah, I think because I'm just looking forward to that song now. So what's it called? The gold is new.
Black is gold.
Black is gold.
Yeah.
The black is gold.
hmm
That's like
hmm
Is that gonna be out on Spotify and stuff?
Yeah, it'll be everywhere.
Cool. I'm
Yeah.
looking forward to that. But yeah,
Yeah. Also we have yeah, so that's just for September. So the rest of this year I'm gonna be dropping a bunch of projects. I have a Benji Gang project that's coming out, and that's a mixtape, and that'll be coming out in December.
okay.
Actually, excuse me, November. And then December, I have my EP that's gonna be coming out, To the Moon.
Oh wow, you
It's gonna
got
be
quite a few dropping then before the end of the year.
right,
Nice.
and then one more we're dropping at the end of the year is another mixtape. We're still working it out.
So you got a
But
lot
and then
in the
January.
pipeline. Sorry,
Right,
Jan.
right. That's how you got to do it. You got to keep
Yeah.
feeding the people, man.
Mm,
That's the consistency that
mm.
yeah, that's needed.
And then you were saying January, what have you got going on?
Oh yeah, January. Shout out DJ Worldwide is going to be hosting my gospel mixtape.
Oh wow, that's gonna be
Yeah,
good.
so
So where do you see
yeah, it's
yourself
gonna be
in
great.
12 months' time with this
Somewhere
unpredictable world?
it's unpredictable. I don't want
Yeah.
to put a cap or an expectation. I just, I know that the way things are going right now, I see myself being crushing all my goals, which are, putting out all my albums, working with some definitely dope producers that are lined up for the next couple months in the near future. Empire, shout out Empire, that's distribution, and I just see it elevation. You know,
Hmm.
I just see
Elevation.
elevation. Yeah.
Oh, I'm looking forward to the next 12 months on your journey. Um, what's your biggest accomplishment in 2020?
Well, this is my biggest accomplishment. Grab this real quick. So I just won this
Oh, well
right
done.
here. Yeah.
I can't see it's
Let me
backwards. You're
see
gonna
if I
have to
can.
read it to me.
Yeah. So, oh yeah. So, well, this right here is.
Oh no. Just when it's, oh no. Hold on, guys. Let's see if we can get back in. Mm-mm-mm-mm.
Yeah.
So I don't know what
Hey,
happened
hey, we're
there.
back. No, I think
Sorry.
I think it was a phone call I was receiving. So
Oh,
I was trying
okay.
to block it out. Yeah.
Oh, okay, no problem. So you're telling us
Yeah.
about the award. How did you win that? What is it?
Well, the awards were hosted by the Grand Royale Music Awards, and it was in Oakland, and A bunch of people were nominated. I was nominated a couple of months ago, and it was an awesome event. I performed, felt real great. Was honored to be
Hmm.
there, and it was
Oh,
cool. You know,
wow.
first time I ever got an award for pretty much. Well, it's the second award I got. I got an award for a song that I wrote. I want to say 5 years ago through uh, Kansas City Songwriting Company, and I wrote a country song. I wrote a
Wow.
country Christmas song. Yeah.
Oh, wow. Can we find it anywhere?
No, no, no. It's not out. It's actually just, it was a contest. I didn't record it. I just wrote it and
Um,
sent it in for the contest.
oh, wow. Oh, that's
Yeah, but
good.
I
That's
intend on
different.
it soon one day
Yeah,
knocking it out. I mean,
definitely.
it's a longevity song. Like it's a forever song. So I'm gonna knock it out soon one of these
One of
days.
those Christmas tunes that come up, like, like the Mariah Careys and the Boys to Men and those Christmas songs that
Right,
come
right.
out. So,
Exactly.
oh, looking forward to it. Christmas is just round the corner. Could be another
Right,
project you
right.
drop. So, so yeah, so that's really good. Well done for that. That's a good accomplishment that you can take out of this crazy year that
That's right.
we're having. Um,
That's right.
what's your most inspiring moment in the music history
I gotta think on that. Most inspiring.
in your whole
Hmm.
music industry, like music life?
Okay, I got a moment. I was in Atlanta and I was going to meet with a producer named Shanti. He's from the Bay Area. Shanti, shout out Shanti. And some things happened and we didn't get to meet. But on my way home, I got on a plane. I missed my flight. I missed my flight and had to sit in the airport for 12 hours.
Oh,
And I'm in the airport for 12 hours and at 7 in the morning, I wake up and I see Questlove from The Roots sitting next to me, just hanging out in the airport. And I was like, that's Questlove. And I was like, I don't want to be a groupie right now, like,
yeah.
but I need to talk to this guy, man. He's where I want to be. I need to talk to him. So
Hmm.
I, I
He's an
I didn't say
OG.
nothing to him. I didn't say
Hmm.
nothing to him right then, right? So the guy gave me another opportunity. The guy was sitting right behind me, like on the plane, right? So I'm like,
No.
that there's no coincidences in life. I don't believe that. But so I just turned around. I was like, hey man, I don't want to bother you, but I'm an artist. I sing and I just want to know, what do I have to do to get on? And he said, don't worry about getting on. Worry about staying on. And he said it's the consistency. He said just be
Which is
consistent.
well. Hmm.
Just be consistent. And you don't have to worry about getting on, you know.
And you're
So that
passing
was
the
one of the
knowledge
most
on.
inspiring things. Yeah.
That's amazing. That's a trust God's
Yeah.
plan. I always say that, trust God's plan.
That's
Your
it. Trust this
difficult
process.
times, difficult times and stuff. It's
Yeah.
all about learning and basically, it's just how it is. It's just you just gotta trust God's plan. And people don't always
Right.
understand it because they I'm not saying they don't believe, but I think they just don't understand it. And it took me a long time to believe. I grew up as a Catholic. I was in the church, I was
Okay.
an altar girl and everything. But
Okay. So you know what's
yeah,
up.
yeah, exactly. And
Hmm.
I'm a big believer in angels and stuff. I don't follow the Bible like completely. But
Yeah.
I understand the purpose of it. So I
I
have
got you.
my own Christianity as such because I don't think I'm not a practicing Catholic. I'm a I only go to church like occasionally as well, but it's just kind of like I completely understand where you're coming from. Like trust God's plan because everything that you wish for, it will happen. Like
Hmm.
that's
Oh
everything
yeah.
you dream of, it will happen. You just have to
Yeah.
trust God's plan
Be
and
obedient.
Yeah,
Yeah.
be obedient, but you're gonna find some challenging days. You're gonna find
Oh yeah.
some obstacles and stuff like that. And I think that's
Right.
important for artists to understand is like have your faith, like have your faith. Like a
Faith.
lot,
There you go. That's right.
exactly. And a lot of artists
That's
suffer
it.
from confidence. They don't like critique. So I'm just like, and there is ways of critiquing an artist in a more constructive way and stuff like that. But some people are just blunt. So you just got to take it and run with it and just use it as a
That's
motivation to
right.
come back with better. But like I said, trust God's
That's
plan.
right.
That's always the first point. So I completely like
That's
I'm on the
it.
same page as you with that kind of stuff because it is. I think it's important
Awesome.
to have that faith and stuff. So, like, not everybody's gonna
That's
understand
right.
it, but I think at least
Hmm.
one. Like another example is my son was like he was convinced he was an atheist at one point, but he now
Mm.
because he's been educated on the religion, he now understands it and he has his own belief. So, you know, that's what I'm saying. Is you
Mm.
don't always understand it straight away, but in time you will
Mm.
get to understand it. Just like you'll understand your artistry, your talent, what you can and cannot put on like put down, you know? So that's what I
Yeah.
think is like completely on the same
Yeah.
page for that.
I'm praying for your son. I'm praying for fresh revelation for him so that,
Yeah.
God reveals himself so he can build his
Yeah.
faith. Yeah.
I think he's there. This was when he was like 10, 11 years old.
Oh, okay.
So yeah, he's 16 now. He's a big boy. But I sent him to a Catholic school because I'm a Catholic and it's a good school. So I was just like, and they taught him stuff. He had his own beliefs
Mm.
still, but they taught him things. So because he's not baptized or anything, I think that's an option
Oh,
for
okay.
him to choose. So I won't
Yeah,
because
definitely for him.
I don't I was forced into it and it took me a long
Mm.
time to understand things. So I think that's important as well. So definitely having that
Definitely.
faith with God and stuff. So
That's
another
right.
question I've got for you is why do you think artists
Hmm.
struggle to get heard? What's the most challenging what's the most challenging thing that you face as an artist? So like what do you find that's difficult to get your music heard and stuff like that?
Well, it's just I think the thing where artists was hard with, well, for me, I would say is just the creating the relationships that are beneficial because so many
Mm,
people come into your life and you just gotta create beneficial relationships.
mm,
DJs, program directors, promo team, people who promote. You gotta just create good relationships.
mm. I think that's important. I
Yeah.
think it's like I think it can be because I think the way you present yourself, I think is important as well. Like
That too. Yeah.
no one's gonna judge you as such, but it's
Mhm.
kind of like, you know, just basically show networking is like don't be
Yeah.
too proud
Networking.
to network, you know? And I
That's
think
right. Yeah.
some artists do struggle with that because they think they're amazing. And I'm just like, you know, there's always someone better out there, you know, and
Yeah.
you know, there's
Your
always someone
network is your
different.
net worth.
Yeah,
Yeah.
exactly.
Hmm.
Um, if you could bring back a artist from the dead and collaborate with them, who would it be?
Oh my God, Michael Jackson.
Michael,
Michael.
Mr. MJ. What
The
kind of song?
MJ, the king.
What would you so if you could pick a song of MJ's that you would do with him,
Oh my
so one of his
goodness.
songs, what song would it be?
Oh my goodness. Oh, that's not even fair.
Keeps
All
it
of them.
interesting.
No. Uh, oh my goodness. Remember the times. What? I like a rock with you. I think I would. I think.
Oh, your phone's ringing. Oh dear.
Yeah. Sorry about that. I
That,
just got a
that's
call
all
back.
right. You're
So
Mr.
yeah,
Popular today,
I'm
hey?
about to shoot. I'm shooting the Hot One video today, and I got some
Mm.
people calling me.
Oh,
So
okay. So I've got a
yeah.
couple more questions. Is that all right? We got
Okay.
time?
No, we good.
Yeah.
We good. We got a couple more.
Okay, no problem. What music are you currently bumping to?
You know, that's the crazy thing is I don't really listen to any music right now. Like I haven't like I'm when I'm writing and I'm trying to, doing the creative process thing, I try not to listen to any other artists.
Oh, okay.
Yeah, I just listen to beats.
Uh, a
Yeah,
beat,
I mean,
like
I
have you
might,
got a beat maker that you're basically listening to? So are you looking for beats?
yeah, I am looking for beat, always looking for beats. Shout out to Big Shots, the beat producer in Atlanta. And
Okay,
shout out to my boy Devin Scott, um,
look
great
up them.
producer and singer, part of the
Mm,
team. I produce myself, but I haven't produced anything in a while. But yeah,
mm,
always looking. Shout out to Distinct Beats for the hot one, Tower Beats for Love Back, and yeah, I'm listening
mm,
to a lot of their stuff. You know, they play, and ooh, Lil Medic, he's a dope
mm.
producer too. Oh, and
The list goes
hold
on.
on, yeah, Epidemic, Epidemic's
Epidemic.
dope. Hold on, one more. I got one more dope producer on the spot. Uh, Shout out Judah Gang, TFL, Lloyd, my boy. He makes some dope beats.
Mm,
Um, yeah, I got a couple of dope producers, man. Yeah.
yeah. So if a producer wants to send you a beat, where can they send it to? Do they send it to this page or like
They can
go?
send it to I am J Luck, I am JAYLUCK at Gmail. Yeah.
Okay, because I know there's always,
Anybody out there that produces?
yeah, I know
I,
there is like a producer. He eats them. He eats them. He he grows
yes,
them.
they are good for me.
If you guys, producers, make sure you reach out because I know that there is producers that hit me up a lot looking for artists. So that's
Oh yeah,
and I'm a bit fussy about who I send to them because I like certain sounds suit certain artists. So you always like
right.
trying to basically make sure it's the you producer. I've
Hmm.
actually asked at the beginning, but I'm going to ask it again. What media and how can people how can people get hold of your music?
So you can go to anywhere that you see fit, any platform. You can just type in J Luck, and you can get a dose of that dope music. And to reach me on social media is at IG. I really just be on IG for the most part. Um, Singing Folks J Luck. That's SINGINFOLKS JAYLUCK.
Cool. Well, thank you so much
Yes,
for this interview. I really appreciate it and
yes,
giving me the opportunity to get to know you as an artist and your fans as
yes.
well. I will be posting this on Instagram and the YouTube channels and the pages as well. But I do
Awesome.
appreciate you taking your time out. Good luck with the Hot Ones
Let me give a couple
video.
shout outs real quick.
Okay.
So let me shout out. I definitely got to shout out my wife. We already went through that, but she's so solid. You know, I got to shout out my wife and Lucky Stars, and my kids, all nine of them.
You got nine
Yes,
kids? Oh
yes,
my God.
I got nine. Yair's the oldest. Maya, um, Azriel, Neve, Harmony,
Oh, well, no, lovely
Journey.
names.
Yes, Journey. Um, Noah, Legacy, John Legacy. That's my legacy. And Giovanni. And
Oh,
then the team, I gotta shout out my team. Grind Gang, it's Young Sleaze. Thank you, sir. You're a blessing to me. Tello, shout out Marku, Umbrella Music Group, out young Fred Wilson, FW Productions for always doing a great job on my printing for Il Villa Clothing. Shout out my production team that I'm building, Andrew, uh, my guy right there. Yes. You know, shout out the squad, man. Shout out Benji Gang, Najee, Frank, aka Frank Doe, Dre B. Um, Shout out Wale, 924 Bang Gang. He put me on. He put me back in the mix, man. Without him, I wouldn't even have the Empire and Gold Toes deal that I got. So I'm shout out to that brother. And you know, if I missed anyone, I'm sorry, man. I love y'all, man.
There's so many, so many.
Yeah,
But
I
keep
appreciate it.
grinding, keep doing really well, keep that music coming, and keep God first. That's all I'm gonna say. I
That's
appreciate
right.
you so much,
Appreciate
and
you too, man.
good luck with the video. And
Okay.
we will catch up soon. Don't be a stranger, okay?
No, for sure. All right. Take care.
Take care. Bye. Okay, so that was the interview with Jay Luck. If you would like to have an interview with myself, SME Mimsy UK, please do message me. I'm on Instagram, SME Mimsy UK. My two pages, SME Mimsy or SME Mimsy SME, or this page Mimsy Carter. So make sure you tune in for the next one coming up soon. Thank you all.